she didn't really lose in Iowa, you know. Remember Iowa? Iowa was a big vote for change, just like she said. And she got a big share of that vote, which only figures because she was for change before anybody. So that's not a loss. She didn't really lose South Carolina either. I mean, it's like Bill said. Jesse Jackson won South Carolina twice, and he never got the nomination either. Not that Barack Obama is exactly the same as Jesse Jackson. I'm just saying. Anyway, on Super Tuesday, she clobbered Obama. There were a few places where she technically didn't get as many votes as he did, but those were caucus states, and you know how unrepresentative they are. All those people who were working and couldn't spend all those hours at a caucus, you know they'd have voted for her, so those aren't losses. Now, Georgia was a Super Tuesday state that wasn't a caucus, but you certainly can't count Georgia as a loss, not with such a large black community down there and all of them feeling so much pride for Obama. It's not a fair test. So Georgia doesn't count. Same for Louisiana. Nebraska, Washington, more caucus states, nothing but activists. Maine, another caucus state, and it snowed. Then there's Maryland and Virginia. Can't count them as losses because everybody expected him to win there. No, really, once he went from 20 points down to 10 points ahead, everybody expected him to win. And if it isn't a surprise, it doesn't count. Besides, did you notice how she didn't say a word about either of those, or D.C. either, the night the results came in? If you don't say anything in the first 12 hours about losing them, you didn't lose them. That's just a fact. Let's see where else. I'm sure I left out a few, but it's pretty much the same thing all across the country. There are states Democrats never win anyway, so what difference do they make? Or they were just independents voting in the Democratic primary because they were bored, or Republicans crossing over trying to make mischief. It's like she said, those were nothing but speed bumps on the road to the nomination, which is exactly why she's on such a roll right now. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she goes through the whole thing undefeated. Yeah. Still can't figure out why she's behind on delegates.